I'm Anil Kumar. We'll discuss transformation of function. The question here is sketch graph of the function f of x equals to square root of minus x plus 5 minus 3. Write its domain and range. So let's have a good look at this function. It is basically a square root function. So the parent function for us is square root function. To sketch the graph, we could adopt transformations, right? So let me rewrite the function as f of x equals to square root of, let me take minus common. So if I take minus common, I get x minus 5 square root minus 3. This is indeed a very important step. Always you should factor out the coefficient of x. Now you clearly see that the transformation of the function is that there is a reflection on the y-axis, the horizontal reflection. You have moved 5 units to the right and 3 units down, correct? So the transformation is reflection on y-axis. And as far as translation is concerned, it is 5 units right, 3 units down. Right, so that is the transformation. Now, to sketch this, you should take some points and sketch the square root function. That is one way. The other way is we could actually start with the key points and find the transform points to sketch, right? So the key points for a square root function basically are for a square root function. Let's consider a square root function as square root of x, right? So the key points for a square root functions are 0, 0, 1, 1. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3, right? So these are the key points for a square root function. Now the function we have is f of x, which is square root of minus x minus 5. Now from here, you can see what kind of transformation is taking place. So we can say if the coordinate points are x, y on square root function, then they get transformed. The x values are reflected on y-axis and they move 5 units to the right. So the x values will become negative of x and then we have to add 5, correct? So that is the change in the x value. For the y values, we have to decrease it by 3, so y minus 3. So that is the transformation. Now, with this transformation, we get image points. So we'll do minus x plus 5. That will give us this point at 5. Y value will be y minus 3. 0 minus 3 is minus 3, right? Now for the second point, minus 1 plus 5 will give us 4. And the y value 1 minus 3 is minus 2. If I substitute 4 here, minus 4 plus 5 gives me 1. And if I substitute 2 here, 2 minus 3 is minus 1. For 9, minus 9 plus 5 will be minus 4. And 3 minus 3 will give me 0. So these are the transformed points, right? So let's place these points on the graph. 5 minus 3, that is 5 minus 3. 4 minus 2, so at 4 the value is minus 2. 1 minus 1, so at 1 it is minus 1. Minus 4, 0, so that is the value. And we know the shape of the graph, right? So we'll adopt that shape and then sketch this particular function, right? So we could sketch this kind of like this. And we can make an arrow here. So that is how we can sketch the square root function, correct? Now, once we have sketched the function, we got the first part. Writing domain range is kind of simple. So from here, we can write domain range. Domain is left side of 5, correct? So we can write domain for the function as x belongs to real numbers where x is less than 5, correct? And as far as the range is concerned, it is greater than minus 3, right? This is minus 3. So as far as range is concerned, y belongs to real numbers where y is greater than minus 3, correct? So that is how you get domain and range for the given function. You will also find domain and range directly from here, equating this part or this part to be greater than 0, right? So you could always greater than equal to, I should write, I'm sorry, I should have written equal to also. So this point is included, right? So it is less than equal to 5 and greater than equals to minus 3, right? So you could do like this also. Let me use another ink here. So we know minus x plus 5 should be non-negative, right? Should be greater than equal to 0. So that gives us that 5 should be greater than equals to x, or we can say x is less than equal to 5, correct? So wedges here. So that is how you could have got domain directly from the equation also. Since it opens upwards and starts at minus 3, range is greater than equal to minus 3. I hope that helps. I'm Anil Kumar, and you can always subscribe and share my videos. Thank you and all the best.